Negotiating out of desperation typically does not end well for either party involved. So this week's supplemental training, I'm going to share with you 5 simple reminders to ask yourself and your prospect before you enter that conversation of negotiations.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Team, as always, I hope you're having an impactful week. And as we continue to focus on those fundamentals, talking about negotiations and position of strength, there are some simple reminders we want to ask and do prior to entering these discussions. So number 1, we want to have these discussions in person. So if a prospect is calling or emailing us to ask, hey, what can we do on the price? We want to have these discussions, conversations in person, or at the very least, if they're out of town, out of state, virtually via a Teams or Zoom call. Number 2, hey, we want to ask our prospect before we jump into it, hey, price aside, is there anything else holding us back from moving forward? Right, let's try to uncover any additional objections and find out, hey, what is causing that hesitation before we move forward on the price? So is there anything else holding us back? If the answer is no, hey, my next question is, hey, what is the decision between? Meaning, hey, who are we up against? Who is the competition, right? What is the decision? Is it between us or someone else? And if the answer is us and staying put in their current situation, they have not decided to leave yet, and they're still a category 1 prospect, haven't really been in the market then. We got to get them committed to that marketplace. Number 4, hey, are we prepared to move forward today? So ask our prospect that, hey, are we prepared to move forward today if we negotiate and the price works for you? The answer is no. Hey, let's halt and pause, find out why before we start to move on. And then number 5, hey, what are we trying to accomplish? When it comes to negotiations, asking for additional incentives, hey, what are we trying to accomplish? Is it the total price of the home? Is it payment driven? Is it out-of-pocket expenses? Right? What are we trying to accomplish? That way we know we're all on the same page moving forward. And then lastly, bonus, before we jump into that conversation, let's get our prospects to share why this home is going to improve their life. Again, this allows us to sell from a position of strength. But rather than us telling them, we want them to tell us why it's going to improve their life. So remember these 5 simple reminders along with that little bonus piece to really kind of strengthen that conversation going into negotiations. Got any thoughts, comments, concerns? You guys know how to get a hold of me. Looking forward to seeing you out there.
1, 2, 3, let's go.